Okay, there's Mount Pisgah over there on the other side of the church steeple. Okay, you can see Lower Mud Chunk is on the far side of the river. And there are the peaks of Mount Pisgah. Okay, here's a view of Mount Pisgah from the eastern side of the mountain. Where I'm going to be hiking today will be that incline that's partially shaded by the oak tree on the left there. And that is the plane that the trolley would be pulled up by a metal band to begin its descent down towards what is now Mud Chunk Lake. Here's a view of Mount Pisgah from the bridge where Route 903 crosses over the Lehigh River. You can see those houses up there. That is Upper Mud Chunk. Mud Chunk is the town's name before they changed it to Jim Thorpe. And you can see here I am at North Street, and this is the entrance to where you go hiking at Glenanoco. And here's a shot of a local serviceman who served his country. And you can see there okay, and then up there the supermarket is down there. Okay, anyhow, that's where I'll be hiking, is by those yellow houses is where I'm going to start. Okay, and this is the start of the trail at the baseball field. All right. Trump country. Okay, and this is the beginning of the trail right here. And you can see a steep incline goes all the way to the top. It's probably half a mile long. Okay, from the light in downtown Jim Thorpe, you can see the train station is right in front of me. The courthouse is right here. Molly McGuire's, you're going to turn left. Okay. Well, you're not going to turn left. You're going to go straight, but the road's going to go to the left. Okay. Okay. At the bridge, you're going to go straight. And you're going to turn just after this winery / landscaping place on the left. Okay. And I'm going to film all the way up the hill so that you realize it's a very winding road. And this is where you want to be headed. And you're going to make the first right onto North Avenue. And you're going to park at the playground, because this is where it starts. Approximately 100 yards up the hill, you will come to a railroad tie that has a white rock. At this place, you will turn to the right and you will notice there is a trail which will take you over to a much nicer hiking path and to the koi pond of Mount Pisgah. Approximately 200 feet from when you left the incline plane trail, you will come to a fallen down tree which blocks your path. And if you'll notice to the right, there's an old logging road, and you're going to follow that. And this is the koi pond. It's year-round puddle that's fed by a very tiny spring, and somebody has put goldfish in there and other aquarium animals. I think it's where soft-hearted mothers bring their fish that they're tired of taking care of to be free. Let's see if I can't zoom in. Can you see the two goldfish down there? They're not moving very much. If you look real hard, you'll see that there are many other fish in here. There you go. If you look to the right, there's a hollowed out tree, and just beyond that tree, I'll come up here so you can see better. There's a hunter's deer stand. Not too many deer here because of all the hikers, I guess. And then that path I was on continues around the mountain. You could hike on that. I haven't seen where it goes yet, but I have followed it further up the hill. And that's what I'm going to do, is continue on the path that I know, which goes up through these woods here. Very pretty. There's where I came from. And here's where I'm going to. Okay, so I don't get you lost from the koi pond. Okay, that's where we just came from. Here's that oak tree. We're going to hike past this evergreen tree. It is a spruce tree. Okay, notice these red berries, which brings a lot of birds to this side. I don't know why. I think there was a lot of houses here at one time. Okay, and we will follow this path up the mountain till we get to the top. Not far past the koi pond, you can see there's the pond down there. There's the trail that I was on. That's where I want to go, but there's a beautiful trail here that goes into this rhododendron forest, and it is a rhododendron tunnel that is, I'm gonna say, a mile long. It's really cool. Not the place to go during hunting season. And I'm just marking the path. You'll see it on the map at the end of the video. I will take a picture of that. I'm marking a track with my GPS tracker. Okay, and I continue up the mountain. Okay, we are near the top. You can see everything starts to look like it's below us. You'll see the turkey vultures and the eagles soaring eye to eye. Here, you kind of have to be careful. If you look over there, that is the Incline Plain Trail. I would not advise hiking that down because it's very hard on your knees and it's consistent, and it really takes a toll on you. But you also have to be careful here as you go to the right that you do not go down the wrong path, because it leads nowhere. So you do not go that way, you go this way. Okay, and then you will come to the crux move, which is just a 6-foot stretch of difficult climbing. So here's the crux move. I'll see if I can do it without the hike and poles. Dirt is very soft. The leaves make it really slippery. I'm 61 years old, so this is not so hard for the younger people with good knees. Okay, it's this part right here, right by this tree, that people tend to slip. But if you'll notice, I've got good hiking boots, plenty of tread, not those cheapy Merrells that I had the other day. You need some traction to go up this trail. There you go. And here we are at the top. And if it came up the incline, you would have come up there, and you would have come to one of these really good signs that tell you very little. This is where the engine that pulls the trolley car up to the top of the mountain is. And there would be a metal band about 3 foot wide going all the way down to the bottom, and cars would attach to it. There are many trails at the top of the mountain, but the one that you want goes to the right. I'll mark this place with an X in the GPS map. And this is a very nice lookout of the broad mountain. And I'll do my talking here because it's going to be too windy to talk. Jean's Run, Glen and Oko, all the hiking trails in the broad mountain. And it's a good place for lunch. That area down there, that is the Carbon County Prison. Okay. Down here you have the railroad bridge that everybody takes pictures of as it crosses over to Lehigh. And that is going to the Glen and Oko parking area. And then, not sure if you could see it, but right in the center of the picture, that is the Glen and Oko waterfall. Okay, that is the overlook I just came from. I continued on straight and I'm hiking down this path, and I will take a left. But while I'm up here, I will take a shot of the engine house and the cement foundation that is still there. And I just want to let you see, I'm going to just save you some steps, that the path goes to the left right here. If you go straight, it ends in about 40 feet. Okay, that is the path you want to go down. And this dead end path, that is what used to be called the bridge to nowhere. As at the top of the hill there was a bridge here, and it just spanned a short dip in the mountain ridge to provide a continuous downhill plane all the way to Mud Chunk Lake. Mud Chunk Lake wasn't there, but the place called 5 Mile Tree, where the switchback planes crossed. At the other end of the bridge to nowhere, and I lied to you, it's called the Bridge in the Clouds. It's only 100 yards long. Is the beginning of the upper switchback. And I will not be going down there today. In the future, I'll do videos of those paths. There are many, many paths there. There's a mine shaft, there's strip mines, there's this pond, there's this really cool dam at the top of the mountain. But that is for future blogs. Okay, but on this one, this is probably the best view of this whole trip. Okay, you'll see over there at the top of the mountain, that's Flagstaff, where I took the one picture. Down there, that is Lower Mud Chunk, or Jim Thorpe, Broadway, whatever the foreigners call it. Okay, then over here is probably one of the best cemeteries in the area, where buried are the people who were responsible for turning America into an industrial country, going full steam into the Industrial Revolution. The Lehigh Coal and Navigation Company, Josiah White's George Hotto, they're not there, but those were the big players. Erskine Hazard, and then Asa Packer. If you look down there, that church is what his wife built for him, but he died before he got a chance to ask God for a couple extra years. And then down that way, that gap is the Palmerton Gap. Lehigh Gap is called. That's the town of Palmerton. And beyond that is Allentown. And then if you follow that mountain ridge, it goes to the Delaware Water Gap. Okay, and from here I will turn around and take a shorter way back down the mountain. That's not so hard on the knees. It's a wide road, still pretty rocky. I'll take some videos of that too. Okay, I hiked back from the other side of the bridge in the clouds. Okay, and just before I get to the return path to the other side of the bridge in the clouds, to the left, I take the path to the right, which is a nice, see, there's the path to the left, and you can see the hill to the bridge in the clouds. I take the path to the right, which leads all the way down to an alley, and then it's about a half mile from here to the bottom of the mountain. And it switchbacks it switchbacks twice before it gets really rocky and you pass a water tank, and then you're on the street. All right, I am almost to the halfway point of this trail. I just thought I'd take you a picture to show you how it goes from this really nice trail to a very rocky trail for the very last quarter mile of this road. And also, this is a good reminder to let you know that you are on a trail that is inaccessible to ambulance because of this section right here at the switchback that is too rocky for an ambulance to traverse. I have seen people come up in dune buggies and quads, and I'm going to guess, I have no idea how they make it up in quads. Okay, the next stop, so that is the switchback, is actually the second switchback of the downhill descent from the incline plane trail on Mount Pisgah. As you can see, I'm almost at the bottom. I see a street there. There's a water tank over there. Okay, there's the hill going back up where I just came from. Still a pretty nice trail, but it's rocky, cobble-sized rocks, very easy to trip and sprain your ankle. I'll do some more shots at the bottom. There is a gnome garden that you might like, and then I'll let you see the streets we take back to the playground. Check out that nice tall grass, that church over there. I believe that is the religion to the Welsh people, not Episcopalian. I can't think of it now. Not Lutherans. But anyhow, here we are at the bottom. There's this guy's got a bunch of animal bones that he's collected. Deer he's hunted. Okay. This is like the top alley of Upper Mauchunk. Okay. And here's the gnome garden. Where is it? Yeah, over here. That's the gnome garden. I guess I don't know where the gnome garden is. But here's something pretty cool. As Jim Thorpe does these little remote libraries. Okay. And this is one of them. It's called a tiny free library. Okay. I think I put some books in here. I was trying to get rid of all my books. There's a hardback copy of the Da Vinci Code. Let's see. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And this used to be the old Jim Thorpe High School. Okay. And in case you were wondering what this alley is called, it's called North Avenue. Okay. And that is where the water tower road is. That house right there is the magistrate's office. And this is Pine Avenue. And sometimes I park my car here, and next to that driveway with the basketball hoop is a path that takes you directly to the incline plane without having to go all the way down to the playground at the bottom. Okay, and there's the playground at the bottom where I started. All right, and that concludes this video on the hiking path known as the Mount Pisgah Incline Plane. As you can see, we're back where we started. Here's our Trump signs. Here's our very steep hill. One note, they do Halloween differently here is they don't go door to door. For some reason, all the kids come down here to the field and everybody gathers here and hands out candy. Not quite sure how it works, but I will come down one Halloween and check it out. So here's the rest of North Avenue. So at the corner of Spruce and North is where I parked my car. This is Perri's video blog of hiking trails around Jim Thorpe. Over and out. Enjoy your day. Oh, one last note. Not sure if you can see this, but that was 1.85 miles, and it took me an hour and 35 minutes going fairly slow. Okay, just 1.85 miles at basically an hour and a half, taking my time.